The third commandment of health is water. Your body is 75% water, and your brain is 85% water. If you don't drink water, you're dehydrated, and dehydration causes all sorts of different chronic diseases. When I speak of chronic disease, I'm talking about heart disease, rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, all autoimmune diseases, cancer, chronic fatigue syndrome. Anything that you can imagine that is not just the flu or a cold is a chronic disease. That's what Americans are suffering from. So you want to make sure that your body is properly hydrated. Water distribution is important in the body because when you get dehydrated, the body will make sure that it has enough water to get to the brain and certain vital organs. Water regulates all body functions. There's water in your cell membrane, which acts like an adhesive, and it holds special things into your cell membrane. Not only that, it's through waterways that your body transports certain substances that act for neurotransmission, to transmit the nerve impulses in your body. When you're dehydrated, your body has to go into drought management, and it produces histamine. Histamine, in turn, produces substances like vasopressin and prostaglandins. Now, prostaglandins produce pain. And when you have chronic pain, such as low back pain, you can have ulcer-type pain, the pain of rheumatoid arthritis, heart pain, which we call angina or anginal pain, and colitis pain. These are all symptoms of thirst. In fact, one of the last symptoms of thirst is when you're actually thirsty. So if you have one of these other symptoms of pain, most likely you're really just thirsty. Also, stress, which we all have in our lives today, produces dehydration. When you are stressed, you need a lot more water. Whether it's home stress, job stress, whatever is causing it, or illness stress. Stress produces dehydration, and dehydration produces stress. So you get into a circular downward spiral. Not only that, caffeine in coffee or soft drinks is a diuretic. That takes water out of your body. Alcohol is a diuretic that leaches the body out of your water. So if you think that you're taking a Coke or Pepsi or something like that and you're hydrating your body, because there's caffeine in it, it will take more water out of your body than actually came in with the soft drink. You will also develop such things as high blood pressure if you do not have enough water. You need 8 to 10 glasses of water every day because that's how much you lose out of your body. You lose it from perspiration, and of course you lose salt when you lose water as well. You lose water from breathing, and you're breathing every moment of the day. Your breath contains water. If you breathe against a mirror, it will fog up the mirror. Not only that, your body takes in a huge amount of water from the cells in order to make the digestive juices that you need to digest your food. Now, you don't want to drink water or any other fluid with your meals because your body cannot use that to make digestive juices. All you will do is dilute the ones that are already there. You need to take your water in between meals, not closer than half an hour before you eat, but you must have water. For every day that you have not been drinking 8 or 10 glasses of water, you are behind. I personally didn't drink water for most of my life. So now I drink 16 to 20 glasses of water a day because it makes me feel better. I'm not suggesting that you can make up for a whole lifetime of drinking water if you drink, say, 30 or 40 glasses a day. That's not the way to do it. But you certainly, if you haven't been drinking water, want to start out drinking at least 10, 12, or maybe even 14 glasses of water, depending on how you feel. You have to make sure, of course, when you're drinking this much water that your kidneys are working properly. You need salt for your water. When you drink 8 to 10 glasses of water a day, you need to have approximately a half a teaspoonful of salt for that much water. Now, I don't put the salt in my water. I don't ever salt my food, so I don't get salt through that mechanism. But I usually take a little measuring spoon with a half a teaspoonful of salt in it, and I'll stick my tongue in the salt before I drink my water. Makes the water go down more easily, and then I get my full complement of salt. But you also have to make sure that you use the right kind of salt. The salt that you buy in the grocery store is generally processed salt, and it's been heated to a high degree, sometimes 1200 or 1500 degrees Fahrenheit in an oven or a kiln. So when you buy your salt, I buy it at the health food store, and I buy either solar sea salt or real salt, something that has been sun-dried. Even if you buy sea salt, you have to look at the label to make sure that it has been sun-dried and not oven-dried or kiln-dried. Otherwise, the salt will be detrimental to your body and it will not be helpful. So again, you must have your water, you must have a little bit of salt with your water. But if you are sick, realize that you may not be truly sick. You may really be thirsty. Stay out of the sun, your doctor will tell you. Sunlight causes skin cancer. But does it really? We human beings have been in the sun for thousands of years. We, for years, worked in the sun. We were farmers. We lived outdoors all the time. And skin cancer is a fairly new development. It's mainly occurred in the last 50 to 100 years. So what is it about skin cancer and our lifestyle? Well, we're eating a lot more dietary fat. Plus, we're eating a lot of empty calories. It turns out that if you're properly nourished and you get the appropriate amount of sun, you will not get skin cancer. Dietary fat combined with sunlight will cause an increase in skin cancer, colon cancer, and breast cancer. Also, an article in a journal called Cancer Research way back in 1945 showed that if you put fats and oils on your skin, such as in suntan lotions, those actually can be carcinogenic. They can also cause skin cancer. Now, you certainly don't want to get sunburned because sunburning is bad for your skin and actually can cause deterioration of your skin as well. But carotene, such as in beta-carotene and vitamin E, will help protect you against sunburning. You do want to get an appropriate amount of sun, such as maybe 30 minutes a day, and not at the hottest part of the day. But you do not want to go without sunlight. There is nothing on this earth that can really grow and thrive without sunlight. We Americans have been eating more and more polyunsaturated fats, which we're told are good fats for us to eat, and yet the incidence of skin cancer goes up. So we don't want to have an excess of any kind of fat in our diet. We want to keep our fat intake down to somewhere between 20 or 25% of fat. Sunlight is very beneficial to a human being. It causes a decrease in the resting heart rate. It causes the respiratory rate to decrease appropriately. It causes lactic acid to decrease in the body, which is a toxin that you want to get rid of. It causes an increase in the cellular oxygen uptake, an increase in endurance and energy, in muscular strength.